There we go. Okay. I don't know why I was being a little shithead, because I did literally nothing. But, you know, whatever. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Luke the Jackal. Welcome back. Hope we're all doing well on this December 30th. YOLO. Welcome in, EVK. Congratulations on being first and getting that watch streak. First one for the New Year's Eve stream. Great to have you today. Oh, man. Welcome in, everybody. Hope we're all doing well today. If not, hope the stream makes us feel a little bit better. It's good to be back. Good to be around. It's been an interesting couple weeks. Been pretty something all around. I actually do not have as much setup as I would like to, but we're gonna wait a moment anyways because we're just gonna let people trickle in. Give ourselves a little moment before we, really get into the swing of things. But how are y'all doing today? How are we all doing? I hope we all had a good Christmas. I streamed just a couple days before it, and then I uploaded the VOD on Christmas, but, which the VOD for today probably gonna go up sometime tomorrow instead of, I don't know, it could be the 1st, it could be the 31st. Really depends on how I'm fucking feeling, in all honesty. I don't know. I like to try and do, 2 days. I like to try and have it as, the Thursday slot for, streams and everything. Keep it a little consistent at the very least, but maybe I'll shift it over a day just to, keep it in 25 and everything. No, it's good to be here. Good to be here after a long ass year. Still in the holiday season, everything's getting pretty goddamn busy, but we're almost out of that. Tomorrow's the biggest day for me, and then after that, I don't know, it's up for air on how it's gonna be. I think we'll probably still be a little steady at work and everything, but 26 is gonna have a lot of shit I'm gonna need to get done one way or another. So hoping for the goddamn best there. Yeah. Oh, good lord. Yeah, no, we are. Today's another vibing kind of stream. We're gonna do kind of a retrospect over the year. Maybe wait just a little bit. Get a little Pokemon going for the moment. And then once things start settling in a little bit, we might go over... Well, we will. We will eventually. Because I want to do kind of a creator commentary sort of thing for all the big videos of the year. Talk about some behind-the-scenes stuff. A lot of neat things that I think people will enjoy. At least I will, because I want to be able to yap about some shit. So, I'm going to play a smidge of Pokemon for the moment, and then we'll get back into things. Just, god damn it. Come on. There we go. You guys get over there. Alright, where are the other shitheads that I'm looking for? You're there, you are where you need to be. Alright, where's my Amora? There you are. That. Cool, now we're leveling you up, yippee. Yeah, I've already beaten the game, because, I fucking like Pokemon. And a lot of people are like, dude, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I like Pokemon. What can I say? So I'm just doing post-game stuff. We're doing... a lot of just post-game stuff, side quests and whatnot. I'm gonna try and do all the side quests. I don't know how far I'm gonna go with this game. I want to spend a lot of time on it. My sad thing is... that they don't have Zoroark, and that's one of my main goobers. Meow, welcome in, Medial. Happy holidays, hope you're doing well today. Great to see you about. Fuck that guy. Yeah, beat the shit out of everyone here. Fuck that guy. The big man. What the hell? Hope you're doing well, Medial. It's real great to see you about. How's it been over there, good sir? There's like a bunch of like specific alpha Pokemon I need to take down. I don't remember which ones. I think one might be in this place. I don't remember. It's snowing, yo! Yeah, it's been a weird December for us. It's like been a white December, like snow everywhere, pretty much every single week except for Christmas week. And it's like, bruh, what the fuck? What are you talking about? It's some dumb shit. But we're back in that part where it's like, all right, you've had, you know, the wet sloppy grass for long enough. You're gonna have absolute freezing frickin' weather. Great to have Medial. We're doing a little Pokemon for a bit, and then once everything kind of, you know, gets settled in, we'll be doing some kind of retrospect over the year, going over old videos and everything. Alright, well, you guys are gonna be fucking annoying. Yoink. Beat him up. Couple ammo. Nice. And I cannot get up there. I gotta go the long fucking way. Hooray. Giant fuck-ass Pangoro, that might be the one to go for. Yeah, that bow big as fuck. Let's rock, big boy. Here we go. Got him. Hey! Caught the son of a bitch. Let's go. Let's just waste all of our Mega Meter. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody cares about it anyways. A lot of fucking crystals around here, good lord. Yeah, I could have sworn... 7? Maybe there's one in here, I don't know. I don't remember exactly which ones they wanted us going into. Oh, you know what? I'm honestly just gonna go back and check real quick. Here we go. Hello. Yeah. KB won't be live for the rest of the year. I'll miss you. I know, it's gonna be so long. I hope you can forgive me, Borg. Welcome in, Borg. Hope you're doing well. We're doing a little Pokemon and just kind of settling in as everybody trickles in, and then we'll just kind of be going through the year and everything, talking about the videos I worked on and whatnot. But good to have you in. Hope you're doing well. It's been a little bit. Mean to reach out a bit. But, I don't do that sometimes. No, here we go. I want this son of a bitch. I wanted you to get in the goddamn ball. Get his ass. Oh, and Lizzie's dead. Cool. Hey, just give me a second. It's alright, I'm bad at that too. That's so valid. I understand entirely. Yay! Alright, I am immediately surrounded. We're leaving. Goodbye. Oh, hi! Hello, buddy. Nice to see you around here. Alright, now we go back. Hello. I did the stuff. Alright, give me the scoops. We're gonna boost it, and I hate myself making this character in this resolution. Please kill me. Oh, fuck. Just use like a scale 2 and like, you know, Photoshop or something. That works, right? Right? That's how easily everything works, right? Yeah, absolutely. Nah, you're still cooking with the character though. Like I'm loving how Broski's coming out. Alright, we'll do one more thing here, and then we will, we'll go wrap things up. Just the rest of Fire Alpaca and just shrink the image size. It'll look great. Yeah! Absolutely. It'll be perfect. Fine, I'll walk all the way around. Good lord. You really work for this one. Excuse me, coming through. Beep beep. Still harassing some pigs? No, not quite. The plan is harassing a different Pokemon, actually. Ah, here we go. Damn. It's just water. My shoes are getting soaked, man. Yo! My goat? Damn, you look good in HD. Hey, beat the game? I sure have. We're doing post-game stuff right now. Let's rumble. Of course I like Pokemon. What can I say? Ike Marin, you can't stop me. I am so fine with that. I don't really have a good team for this, huh? Against, like, the straight-up fairy type. I really don't. So I think we'll be here a little awkward moment. You're not even halfway done. I mean, shit's hard. Shit takes a while. Hey! Hey! In the ball. Hell yeah. Cool. Who is it? Can you fucking not? Jesus, okay, I'm leaving. I'm not leaving, actually. Oh, shit. I'm leaving now. Goodbye! Goodbye, everybody. Good lord. Okay. I think that's enough Pokemon for today. Alright, let's, I want you. Give me the balls. Give me your balls. Thank you. Alright. We'll close this up and then we're gonna start yapping. Alright. Alrighty then. How the fuck am I setting this shit up here? Let's, nope. Up, there we go. Alright, let's see here. How... As you can tell, I have absolutely no preparation for all of this. So, you know, doing a great job here. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Okay. Alright, how do I... You are not giving me a lot of options here. Okay. I wanna... trying to get the damn thing to capture a little video footage. How can we do this? Capture window. Okay, well, I guess that works, even though it looks kind of stupid. So, alright, let's see here. We're gonna do... Come on. Okay, that is actually... Oh, it's a full screen. That's so cool. Okay. That is awesome, actually. Let's try something else now. Can we do a game capture? Will that be better? Would that somehow work better? Nope. Okay. Okie dokie. That shit don't work either. Okay, why? This is just a video player, man. Why can't you just capture that, dude? Alright, whatever. Alright, yeah, show cursor. Cool, done, whatever. Okay, we're gonna... Because I wanna make this, like, as wide-screeny as I can. So we're gonna open up even a little more. Alright, just a tiny bit more. And yeah, that'll do it, right? That'll be fine. That'll be fine enough. This works. Okay. Yeah, so what I kind of wanted to do was just go over a lot of the big videos I worked on this year and kind of talk about what happened with them, because I liked a lot of them. I felt really good about the YouTube stuff this year. I don't know if I've stressed that yet, but I was super goddamn happy with how a lot of the videos turned out this year. We can honestly, let me pull up YouTube Studio real quick, actually, and kind of show things off. Okay, we got... Oh, Firefox is already fucking up. Cool, okay. Yeah, so... Started here, Beauty of Breaking Video Games, and then we're all the way up to here. And I'm basically going to talk about the big videos, because... Kind of how I did my schedule this year was I did like one big video. Then I did like two smallish kind of videos the next month. Here's a big video, two smallish videos. And just kind of went back and forth in that throughout the year. And honestly, that paced it really well. And it worked out really well. I also just kind of locked in that year anyways. But as a lot of people know, I have a problem where I will frontline the year so hard in terms of YouTube content and then upload like nothing for the later half of the year. And I actually was pretty damn consistent all the way through this year, and I was pretty happy about that. So really only going to go through like the big videos. Beauty Breaking Video Games, 60-hour speedrun. This one for some fucking reason. The Contradiction and the Agonizing Suffering. Because there's not a whole lot to really commentate on the smaller ones. I'll talk about those a little bit later. But I don't think we need to watch through the Mario Party 9 supercut. So, yeah, we're gonna start with Beauty of Breaking Video Games, because that shit was... I was really happy. This was my first one for the year, too. So, oops. I know it might come as a massive surprise to everyone, but I think video games are pretty cool. They're rather interesting. So my thing was, like, when I started this year, when I started working on this video, I still had my old editor. I was still using Olive, which kind of stinks, but it's free, so I used it forever. And I wanted to get Premiere Pro for the longest time, and eventually I finally did. What here is, what is my greatest desire when it comes to playing video games? And you can kind of see like the very sloppy kind of... It's alright editing. And many different games are designed for these different reasons to play. It's a rather interesting topic to dive into, and I kind of want to discuss what makes these games interesting for myself. The big question here is, what is my greatest desire when it comes to playing video games? It's fucking breaking them. And then I think literally every point after this is Premiere Pro stuff. So this whole sequence that we're about to go through is all from the new editor. I was like, all right, we gotta lock in now. We got this shit. This shit was obnoxious. Because, is there a better option for, like, viewing the whole thing? Because I don't want to be going back and forth 30 goddamn seconds the entire time. I don't know what you're doing there. Yeah, so this part was the really annoying part because again we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 separate little things here that I wanted to split up opposite directions both way around. Welcome in, BBB. Great to see you. About how you doing? Welcome in. Going over the year right now, talking about all the big videos I worked on this year and kind of some behind the scenes stuff. Talk about how this is the moment I got my brand new editor. And yeah, we have all of these, and I had them split up both ways. I had to, like, it was so awkward because it was not just one layer over another. I had to do, like, hi, happy end of year stream, happy end of year stream. I wasn't used to the moving stuff for Adobe yet. So what I had to do was I had to export like all of these like 5 times and eventually combine them together in order to make, because I had like a group of 4 for this one. I had to combine that together, which was just a straight footage. I didn't like move it or anything. It was just how it was set up. And then I had all of these all set up, and then I had to export, like, you know, these 5 together, these 4 together. And then when I put those in, I had to make both of them go back and forth, and then we put this in, which there's a little gap between the I and T, which it didn't really work out, you know, just to do the regular text, so I had to straighten the gap a bit. Happy end of year stream, absolutely.
It's fucking breaking, though.
So I don't know how fast I can pause stuff, but I will try and go over each of the letters. This is where I realized at first that it wasn't really going to work the way I wanted to, because this is Metroid Dread, and my character's going from the right side to the left side, back and forth a whole bunch. Correct. So this is just a clip where I just kind of had some movement, and I was pretty happy with how quickly I got an item. This is the Explorers of Gay, Explorers of Sky, Team Gaze. This was the final battle where I just eviscerated the final boss. I wish I had, like, the frame by frame. That would be so nice right now. And then we got Hollow Knight. I was just trying to do Fluke Marm shit. I don't know what Fluke Marm shit is, but I was like, you know what? This is going to be barely visible, so we're just going to go there. Minecraft Dungeons. That shit's fun. Mario Galaxy 2 for some reason. I was like, oh, I was like kind of looking around like, what do I put in here? I was like, alright, I went pretty far up in this one. I just skipped the whole area. That works out right. And then Mario Odyssey, a similar thing. I popped into the game, did that jump, and then Sparks of Hope, because good fucking lord, what's going on here? Yeah, then we got Dragon Quest, and then Brothership, where I'm just doing a shit ton of damage. And then I put that all together. So dumb. So fucking dumb. Yeah. Then we got all of this stuff. And I was like, yeah, we're going through my top 4 favorite games of all time.
Doom engine platformer with low poly graphics, Class 2. The RPG where the goal is to lag your Switch as much as... Correct?
Yeah, so I wanted to do, like, cute little openers for each of the games that I was going through. So we started with Sonic Roboblast 2.
We have Sonic Roboblast 2.
I had no idea how. So this was like just stuff I had to learn on the spot too, because there's like a free cam thing. So this is not like I went through the level and then recorded this in post. This was I had the camera set up at this angle and I had to run all the way over. So like you can kind of see me fumbling all the way in the back
On the list,
at
we
the
have
spring.
Sonic Robo Blast 2.
I'm trying my damnedest. I've tried my damnedest to get up that spring, and it just doesn't. Yeah, and this was a pretty straightforward one to record because I knew what I was going for. I popped in every level. Boom, bam, pow, and I wanted to do it where it went back and forth between like the three main characters to like go, hey, I can do broken shit with all of them. Problem is, this guy can fly. This guy can glide and climb upon walls. And this is Sonic the Hedgehog. So I was like, huh, how do I do this? But I think I balanced it around pretty well. Because in this one, I'm like, oh, you gotta go all the way around and up.
One might find their character able to just hop up there without even need for the springs. Later on, we reach Arid Canyon Act 1, which is filled to the brim with giant
Which
canyons.
Knuckles can probably climb up this. It's just a lot more awkward.
Make it a goalpost.
I'd have to go like
Pretty
around
cool,
there.
But what if we just skip that? To optimize your...
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh man, that was cool and all, but we haven't even talked about the fucking modded levels. Whoa, and then I do the same kind of thing over. Which was also kind of hard, like, okay, how do I make Sonic look like a fun character here? This was another one where I fucked around with the free cam.
One reason alone. The wall.
And this was kind of like the camera's set in one spot and it's following me instead of like directly behind me, which was a little awkward, but it was neat. And yeah, we're talking about the wall jump. I wanted to have like a little compilation where it was just constant wall jumping, and I'm like, we're gonna do this, and we're just upping the audio over time. It was so dumb.
Experienced player
So yeah, that game was fun.
to really notice such. Now, how about a game that makes it rather clear when you're being busted?
So for like all of these games, I wanted to use like, you know, some kind of slightly cinematic opener. Unfortunately, it's either cutscenes for Age of Calamity, and I didn't want to do that, and the raw gameplay wasn't really going to work well either. So I literally just went to the main title screen, and this is just how the screen transitions. And I like had to cut it super hard before like any like actual game elements popped up. Yeah, and this was a fucking funny bit that I wanted to do.
Gameplay is rather straightforward. You pick a character with a select unique set of moves, with extra elements such as special abilities, and a meter of which will grant a powerful special attack. And these are your enemies.
I'm like, I'm just gonna go in the mosh pit level. And this was not as chaotic as I wanted it to be. Like, I wanted to be getting my ass handed to me left and right. But it worked out because we got this moblin over here. Just swings, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna cut it there, fuck it. Yeah, and then I'm just yapping about... Then we talk about stasis and everything. Boom, that's how that works. And I like this joke.
Nintendo Switch, as it might not run well in certain spots and drop a lot of frames. However, it does provide a good segue into the next game I'm going to discuss, another game of which doesn't run well on the Switch.
Just cut to Minecraft. Listen, as someone who has Minecraft Switch Edition, and I have like 500 hours on that because I used to play on like a Realm. That shit is ass. That shit is ass. I would... pretty much every single session I had, I would be kicked out of the game for one fucking reason or another. It ruined a lot of, like, hangout sessions where I just vanished. But this part was fun. I had a lot of trying to figure out what to do. popped into a world, and I got to fuck around with the replay mod in it, which is a lot of fun. And another thing I kind of try to do with, like, music in my videos is that I try to be, like, a little more creative. Minecraft Switch Edition until my Switch catches fire. God, that's what I need to do. I need to leave my Switch one just on its case for, like, a year. And then just pop open the Switch out of nowhere, run Minecraft, and just see how long it takes for the damn thing to break. That's what I need to do. 300 hours in MC Switch Edition is actually unplayable. Yeah, it was not even good in the first place. It just sucked. I was saying something. I don't remember. I popped into a world fucking around with replay mod. Things got a little awkward at some points, but it worked out for me. Oh yeah, music. I was talking about music. So, what I try to do with music is I try to be, like, you know, slightly familiar, but a little outside of the box. Because if I'm talking about a smaller game like, you know, Sonic Roblast 2, or, I don't want to say Age of Calamity, but it's kind of, it's a little less relevant than Minecraft, believe it or not. I'll do, like, kind of the general music, I really vibe with it. But when it comes to, like, really big games that have already, you know, gotten a billion videos, I try to, like, spice up the music a little bit. Because I could very easily put in Pigstep, or, you know, some other shit that Lena Raines put in. But I was like, I want to do some music that I've actually not even heard before. So, I don't remember fully what this song is. I think it's like, I think it's Look Up. I think that's what it's called. I'm going to peep real quick. Where is... Stand Tall. This one's called Stand Tall. Not even close. This music called Stand Tall. I like it a lot.
I like to believe that compared.
So I went with that. I went with one of the Smash Brothers songs for, like, kind of the uppity parts, and then I did another one called Deeper, which we'll probably find.
The theme of this video,
We'll get into it a little later.
Through my natural progression of the game either way, dropping into the world.
Yeah, believe it or not, this was just me going from creative to survival. I don't even think I went to survival. I think I just dropped down.
Strangers, grabbing whatever items I can, and then
This, because I'm just playing the game. Like, I'm just doing some, like, general shots, and this pig just fucking walks up and jumps in front of me, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Kind of nice. Step one of this state is setting up.
Boom, bam, pow, look at that beautiful house.
God.
And this...
Second step is becoming God.
I don't know why this is the layout I decided to choose. I don't know why I chose copper floor, copper walls, all of this bullshit. I guess I kind of wanted it to look like, you know, Little Timmy's ultimate creative base without just being filled with diamonds and netherite and shit, which I probably could have done. But, yeah. We've got these little beacons in the background, and you can't really see it, but... You can't even see any of it, but... I put, like, you know, a giant pyramid of them in front. And then I think I built the house after. But it's actually, like, only one lay. Like, it's a flat wall on the other side.
There's a little bit of extra
And then, yeah,
stuff.
this is Soar from
Really,
Smash
what I do
Ultimate.
enjoy is actually getting to the state of comparison and going.
And then here's a fucking zombie shot. What I was able to do was, like, freeze the tick speed, so, like, make nothing move at all. I know I didn't do tick speed. I did slowness, like, 1 billion on these guys. And so my was like, okay, I need to get around here and in this door without the zombie turning around, which it did turn around one time, so I had to redo the shot.
Around your own home and
So I'm amazed that this shot actually worked out super well. I'm really happy with it.
being able to ignore them outright. The game is filled with comparisons like this that you'll
I didn't really have a plan for this shot. I just kind of, like, slapped a bunch of zombies in. I'm like, I'll figure out where to take the picture later.
Weapons dealing substantially more damage with bonus effects.
Yeah, this cut with, like, the diamond sword is, like, really short because I, like, immediately have some fucked up stuff in replay mod, so I had to, like, cut it super goddamn short.
Blocks unbelievably faster, or being able to get more of whatever item you're mining.
There's like a massive field back there that I just do not have on camera. It's great. Yeah, boom. We got the funny tridents, and then we got... This shot worked out so well, actually.
Across the entire world in an
So...
you get way later in a game, which allows you
Also, this is deeper. This song's pretty neat.
with proper momentum. However, if we combine the two, traveling no longer becomes an issue. Being able to progress from just slowly swimming into the ocean to being able to essentially transport yourself across the entire world in an instant.
Like, the bee was also, believe it or not, completely unintentional.
Progress from just
And I was like, I'm just gonna do a fade back either way, but having like the bee actually hop into the camera and slowly shift out of the way,
across the entire world.
I felt like I was able to transition it super well, and I was really happy with how the bee kind of split everything up.
Throughout the game.
So we get this recurring shot, this kind of section a lot. I was in a multiplayer server, in the process of, you know, going through this and everything. And it took forever to actually find a proper one. And I had a lot of fun while I was on here. I felt this entire base is underwater. I wish I was able to show it, like, full on. I think I might have, like, a bigger shot. I guess I don't. It might be in, like, a short or something. But this was, like, a gigantic underwater thing. Like, I placed, like, 100,000 pieces of sand, like, minimum. Like, I spent forever on it. And then a bunch of shit went down in the server, and everybody kind of split into two groups. And the people I had been friends with were in the group where everybody was pissed off at. So I was like, I'm just gonna silently never return. And that's kind of what happened. Yeah, this is the fucking person. I was like, hey, I just need to get a shot at one of your bullshit-ass farms real quick. And then everybody got under fire, and I was like, okay.
And further, there's so many bugs and exploits for unintentional benefits to yourself that to list off every single aspect about the game I could truly break would be almost as long as to listen off the reasons I want Elon Musk dead.
I like this a bit. I mean, Civil War happened, I didn't make content on it. It wasn't really a civil war. It was really one person making another person uncomfortable, and then first person is, like, doubling down, and, like, I didn't do anything wrong. And then everything just kind of hit the fan. Yeah, we got just kind of the... I just kind of looked up the video restricted, but we also have... This is the Mario Party 8, like, loading screen sound effect.
Since I want Elon Musk dead.
I was like, what sound effect do I use? And I was like, that one works really well, actually. And then we go on to Mario & Luigi Dream Team, which was... I kind of just had to... I wanted to do something with Wakeport. I wanted to do, like, the Wakeport opening where it, like, pans into the area. But I didn't really want to start a new file and or just steal from somebody's YouTube footage, so I'm just walking around. Favorite game of all time, by the way. Yeah, this... I got a 3DS... I didn't get a 3DS capture. I did, like, the... I don't even remember what the fuck it's called, but I finally figured out some, like, 3DS recording stuff for this game specifically, and then I never did anything with it again outside of a Pokemon X run that just never went anywhere. I like just slapping a deck of cards here, right? Like... Yeah, and the awkward part about this is that, believe it or not, it doesn't run super well on the 3DS. So I had to, like, prioritize, like, one screen. And obviously I'm going to prioritize the top screen where all the shit's happening. So you can see a lot of the bottom screen stuff being, like, monumentally choppy.
Different combinations of badges provide...
Like, that is cutting frames here.
Combinations available. Some are rather simple, such as being able to recover a small amount of health or BP. Some of them being able to do a small amount of damage to opponents, and a few other ones, such as copying the effect of an item from your inventory, increasing experience gained from enemies by 30%, forming a barrier that lets you take 3.
Yeah, so then it's just all the fun shit here. So how this one worked was that I was trying to look for, like, a proper badge meter, and I couldn't really get one, and I wasn't really going to use the one I had. or I think I was trying to showcase the difference between like the Bowser's Inside Story one.
Only beginning to refill again once you used said bonus effect.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Bowser's Inside Story one where you have like a full meter and you have to like use it before you can get another badge. But nope, in this game you can store 4. So what I had to do was I got this one and I couldn't really find anything else. So I just kind of slapped in some Photoshop stuff, and you can tell because like it's all one color, and this is not even close to how it would actually look in the goddamn game.
Once you used said have
Yeah, and then we do fun little pan out. I guess you can kind of see one of the bigger shots here. There's a giant wall of water. I was still working on this fucking base. I don't think I ever actually properly finished it. But I was really happy with it. Yeah, here was Sparks of Hope. Here's my old, now forsaken and gone PC. Here's the controller that doesn't work anymore. Here's the headset that broke, and I still have the monitor. That's cool. Here's the Wii U. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that is completely different now.
types of games still have that desire to almost mindlessly succeed with their task. More
And I got a couple extra clips, which I credited. We got
serious audiences might focus
the Mario 64 world record.
showing their knowledge with the game to travel through it faster than any game creator would have ever intended. And competitive audience.
And then we got, this is actually 2 clips kind of put into one. Because this is fighting game stuff. And Marvel vs. Capcom, where we got I Heart Justice, who's one of the, I don't want to say bigger guy, but he's a notable one. He's a pretty big content creator when it comes to this stuff. And this is like the best player in the world at this game. And, you know, they're having a big match and everything. And I felt pretty happy with how I cut the footage together. Because this is just like the regular video, and then he did like a reaction video, so I spliced the 2 together.
To show off their hard efforts and be rewarded by obliterating their opponents.
The bait, bro. Whenever you feel like you're safe in the streets, whenever you feel like Javi is on the ropes, bro, and you got him, dude, just know that I will do that. I am that guy.
I'm pretty happy with how that all went out, yeah. And then here's me. I could have been a lot worse on this one, but yeah, here's purple coin stuff, and then boom. Cool, video's ended. Cool, yippee. Alright, yeah, that was absurdity. I kinda had like, I have like code names for the projects, which I didn't really, you know, kind of touch on, but you'll notice that in a lot of the videos I will have like a word that just sets off the video, and it goes from there. So there's a lot of that. So this one was titled Absurdity, which was one of the projects I wanted to do from the get-go, and I was pretty happy with how this one turned out. Next up is the 2-hour Age of Calamity speedrun. And by 2 hours, I mean almost 6 hours. But I managed to splice it down to, like, just under, like, yeah, like 2.5. Mila! It's your birthday! Holy shit! Happy birthday, Mila! Alright, everybody, pause the stream. Let's all give a big happy birthday to Mila real quick. God dang, happy birthday. Happy birthday. How old are you? 50? That's awesome. Congratulations. Welcome in, Mila. Hope you're doing well today. If not, she makes you feel a bit better. Great to have you in. We're going over videos of the year. We are just starting on the second big one I did, which was basically the highlights of the Age of Calamity speedrun I did back in 24, which was just like a 6-hour straight stream. Shit was fun. And obviously I'm not going to be going through the entire fucking thing. It was actually your birthday yesterday. I figured as much. It's usually what happens when people redeem it. Happy post-birthday, though. It's awesome. I'm glad to... Hope it went well and everything. But yeah, I'm obviously not going to go through every raw bit of footage here. Because this, again, it's just a Twitch highlight thing. But there will be a couple small... I'm going to go through, like, the intro and, like, these sections here. I was really happy with how its intro came out. I don't know why I went so hard with it. Alright, before we get to that general chunk. Alright, yeah, so a lot of little cheats here. The sound effect for the Guardians. That's just a Minecraft lightning noise. That's that's just the sound of Minecraft thunder. And I just slapped that in for like Guardian lasers. And this fucking jump here, again, this is Breath of the Wild. This isn't even Tears of the Kingdom. This is me dusting out my Breath of the Wild file to get this shit on lock. And then this noise is just the Radiance from Hollow Knight. Yeah. And I was pretty happy with this transition. And I tried to do with, like, this little chunk here, I tried to make, like, the actions kind of flow with it. Where... Alright, how far back? Yeah, so we got, you know, we're doing the shield surfing, and then we're doing a little rising combo here. So Link's rising up, Impa's rising up, cuts to the action here, where Impa's in the air. Here's Impa going down, boom, there's Mipha landing with hers. And then here's Mipha using a big, strong move, and then BAM! Yeah, I was really happy with that opener. That shit was fun.
Break the game. However, one thing I didn't really talk about was the quantity of the game. All these having either an incredibly long main questline or just proper repeatability, and often a bit of both. While I can...
Yeah, this was just some raw footage from, like, the last, like, SRB2 stream I did. And then I actually made, like, a new thing for the Minecraft one, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Run through my Sonic Roblox 2 mod pack in about 2 hours, and my interest in Minecraft varies from 2 hours to 2 months.
I don't know why I just said, yeah, throw that man into a bunch of wardens, it'll be fine. Believe it or not, I did have, like, a bajillion resistance on the plate. And this was funny, I just opened MS Paint.
Absolutely insane thought of, what if I tried to beat this game in one sitting? Yes, you heard my words right, and I read my script correctly. I wanted to turn a 50-hour playthrough into about 8 hours.
This was just bullshit. I was just scribbling whatever at this point. It's great. Welcome in, Reflex. Favorite YouTuber? Oh, let's fucking go. I'm the favorite. I can't believe this. This is amazing. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. If not, hope she makes me feel a bit better. We're just kind of going over the YouTube videos we've done this year, talking about some behind-the-scenes stuff. Yeah, I slapped this in. I just kind of doodled a bunch of bullshit and went for it. I had this, and this was like a genuine mistake. Like, I wanted to do, yeah, greater than less than. And then I did it the wrong way around. So I was like, you know what? Fine, we're just crossing that out, slapping this. Just a bunch of bullshit. It was great. Bunch of bullshit. Yeah. I love this fucking, who's that Pokemon moment. Where you've got, like, 3 kind of things that, like, they're kind of obscure. You can kind of guess what it is, but, you know, there's a little mystery. And then there's Stasis in the bottom corner. And it's just so funny how...
Calamity Ganon. Throughout the run, there are a few things that I'd like to obtain which will help me complete the run faster.
Felt like step 1, do things, step 2, step 3, prophetess, MSP. Yeah, no, absolutely. I love the big reveal for Stasis.
As we progress through the story, that being the Stasis rune and the character.
Whoa, what could that be? I had a friend of mine, I had Tervin suggest that I actually have, like, a completely different room, like the remote bombs. And then when I went to, like, reveal Stasis, it just, like, transitioned from remote bomb to, like, Stasis. I'm like, that was funny. That would be really funny. Unfortunately, I've already edited this whole section. So, that ain't happening. Yeah, bunch of bullshit. This was, like, a very last-minute addition. I was like, I should probably say that there's a lot of flashing lights in Age of fucking Calamity, dude. And I wanted to make it a little more special, so what I kind of did was...
As the first mission...
I did these little, like, level transition things, where I had a... You know, little... I went through, like, hey, here's what I want to do throughout this level. And a lot of these actually were pretty fun to go, because I had to chop, because this is still the loading screen, right? This is pretty much as close to the loading screen as I can get. The whole gray spot up here would just be like the tan background of all the characters walking. So I got rid of that, slapped in, you know, gray footage of the level I went through. And then I had like a little, hey, this is what I'm doing.
This level is
had the text here.
level on the main mechanics, but there is still some work I need to get done. There are several
so yeah, we got, you can see the arrows going back and forth. That's just raw footage. We have the loading thing here, which I made it, like, I had to adjust it for several of them to make it so, because it was just one loading bar I had, so I had to, like, slow down and speed up a bunch of them just to make them, like, time properly.
This mission, so the goal will be to achieve these as swiftly as possible. Eventually, we will gain a second party member, which will allow us to split up, most notably for the end, where we will want a partner preemptively at the bottom section of the map to fight the final wave right away.
Like, you got the sound
Instead
effect
of
and
having to run
everything.
all the way down for one of the outposts we need to capture.
And yeah, like, I have the sound effect and everything of the start battle, and then when the start battle comes, we get the fade. It's perfect. I was really happy with how those transitions went. And I did one for, like, pretty much all the levels. It was great. Even, like, the 2-second ones. Yeah, so this was a lot of fun. I still love... And I guess we can go to the very, very end where... Alright, 5.5 plus hours here.
Good. I didn't expect that to be the seal input. I'm used to, like, doing a whole extra thing for that, but, cool. Oh my god. There's something.
Yeah, final cutscene. We've beaten the game and everything.
Are we top 10? I'm pretty we sub-6th, man.
I was gonna get like a regular loading scroll wheel, but I was like, no, I can slap in the actual loading screen from the game.
Yes, that was the game.
It's so funny, like, that the internet crashed right after I beat it. Like, that was such a relief and a half. It was so funny. And yeah, like, the initial cut was like 3.5 hours. I had to go through it, like, again and chop everything down. So yeah, that shit was fun. That was a fun little Twitch highlight thing to go for. And then we have this bullshit video. I wanted to get something special out for, like, a birthday video. But I had, like, no energy or motivation for any of it. So we just made the plush video. Believe it or not, I am under the desk shifting the chair over to make this pop open. Yeah, this is like the Go-Go. This is some Pokemon X thing. There's a lot of Pokemon X music in here that's just silly.
We've had this conversation like 5 times already.
It's been so long since I've done, like, actual IRL filming. So there's a lot of sharp cuts here, and that is because half of these shots I am looking directly at the camera, and it's pissing me off. And yeah, I found, like, a Animal Crossing, like, text-to-speech sort of thing, which my original plan was actually going to be for using that during the stream, but I kind of decided against it because I was like, that's too much. I can't really set that up easy. So there were 2 versions of this. One where he speaks and I speak and we talk back and forth, and there's, like, actual, like, you know, dialogue and everything that everyone can see. And there's another another version that I didn't do, where it's just me talking to him and he's speaking gibberish back, or honestly probably just silent, and that was the other part. And I was like, I want to make the cheddar a little obvious here. And then I decided to do the running bit of just putting whatever bullshit I can on his head. We already have the earbuds from, like, just a regular gaming overall, which are really subtle, actually. Because I can't really put headphones on the guy. See, look, his ass is listening. But I was like, I'm just gonna put a bunch of random bullshit on him over time. Like, every time I cut back over to him. Damn, look at that man yapping. Not around long. Hope you have a good final stream. I plan on doing so. Hope you're doing well, Bleak. Happy birthday to Bleak, by the way. Bleak's birthday is today, so if we want to give another happy birthday, hope you have a good birthday, Bleak. Good to see you about. We're just kind of yapping right now. Thank you, of course. Yeah, so I was like, I'm just gonna put a bunch of random bullshit. I got a bunch of hats. I have like 10 plus hats. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put a bunch of different hats on the man. And, you know, hope for the best here. Then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put the other Lucario on top of him. But I guess if Ice Cream want to say hi for my stream, it's all good. Appreciate you coming around. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got both the Lucarios and then the little Lucario necklace I have. Back to normal. Small cut where there's a hat on his head. There's, I gotta back to work now. Bye-bye. Take care, Mila. Hope work and all goes well for you. Appreciate you coming around. And we got my boy Lizardon sitting on top of his head. Went back and forth a lot. Here's him drinking from the bottle. I did not intend for him at all for, like, the bottle to actually go down. But it works so well.
Right.
Just sipping on the bottle. So fucking funny. Fuck-ass cowboy hat. Just on top of his head for some reason. And then, do I have... Yeah, here's him with just the Wii remote. There's not really a good way to put a Wii remote on the paw. I had to wrap like a nunchuck around the arm to even keep it there in the first place. Here's the fedora. We got Fedora Lucario. And then eventually I was just like... yeah. And then here's me just poorly photoshopping my room. Only could have lifted it with that aura. Like, we got this here, you know, computer on the right, Lucario, chair, little Lucario plush, desk, stuff in the back. And I, like, copy-pasted it as much as I could. It was so stupid how it worked out. And I'm just shoving every hat I have. Not every hat I have. All the 4 hats I use. Just shoving it on top of them. And then just cut to tiny Lucario in the chair. No, this shit was fun. And I was like, yeah, you're not streaming on my birthday. Which there was... Where is... Yeah, this was zoomed in. It was intentional to zoom it in because I still wanted to, like, hide the big reveal for, you know...
Is no feasible way I am allowing you to stream on...
I was like, that's what I wanted to transition to. The plush Lucario stream. It was a fun little video. It was definitely a fun break from the usual formula. I was pretty happy with how it all went. It was a good break for the middle of the year. Yeah, that shit was funny. And then, yeah, next up we got Contradiction. Which, 2 before, this was Distraught. Another one of the code names.
Since my...
And I don't actually have, like... I don't know if... I have the word in, like, the thumbnail and the title. But... I don't have, like, the word actually in the video. So I don't know. But I think this is a theme I want to do where I just have, like, a different word of the alphabet and kind of latch onto it.
big videos have been doing actually
Yay! Look at that! My videos are actually doing good this fucking year. Holy shit! And then there's the Deltarune, as always.
rather well this year. I think I'm gonna let you all in on a rather big secret I have. I like Lucario.
Truth comes out. I know when this video came out, I had like, my DMs were blowing up. I had like 1,000 people coming into my DMs in Discord, on Twitter, YouTube comments, everything. They were all going, what the fuck? They were all bewildered by this revelation. No. Little guy. I like the little guy. And yeah, this was my, for like the longest time, this was like a wallpaper beloved for me. Like, this image is raw as hell. I should realistically like get a commission or something to like recreate that or something similar. But this was like the absolute coolest thing to like middle school me. Like, this was the coolest goddamn thing I had ever seen in my life. And it's definitely up there.
I've been doing my best to have him on
He's a wonderful little guy. Yeah.
as many teams as I possibly could, even if it was a less than convenient way to really have a full.
I spent the whole game hoping to get a Lucario or a Riolu, because I knew it was in Sun and Moon, and it wasn't until like this is the last island that you just kind of dip into before doing the Elite Four, and that's when you get a fucking Riolu.
But
Yeah. What do I do here?
Guidelick's blue, Pokemon, and creatures with
Blue, so I'm just gonna circle here. I like Pokemon.
mysterious supernatural powers.
Creatures with supernatural powers, and I'm like, I gotta slap some old fart government person here. This guy has to have some mythical ancient deal to still be alive. Let's be fucking honest with ourselves. How is Mitch McConnell alive? And I mean like physically, because mentally he's absolutely fucking not, but...
Lucario slowly became one of my all-time favorite characters.
Love the man. This image is fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
One of the first games that really came to mind was Super.
Whoa, Smash Bros. This is me dusting up Smash for the Wii U and playing it with the Wii U
Smash
gamepad, and
I
I'm
started
dodged
the
at
series
Smash Bros.
Properly with Smash 4, but
As you
it
can tell.
spent a lot more
That was the best thing I probably did throughout like the several minutes I recorded. And this was an awkward transition, but a fun one.
time on the game when Smash Ultimate came out.
Oh,
Now,
took a bit of adjusting, because it's really hard to get the camera right without like actually going into like a replay mode, and I did not want to do that shit because that was gonna be really awkward. So I just recorded the footage in the game.
despite Smash having an extremely diverse roster in terms of characters and playstyle, many find themselves pretty easily able to lock down on a few characters.
And yeah, then we
Individuals
have
will wonder who
we have the raw ass
and will
opening.
come to the rather straightforward conclusion that someone like myself must play Lucario, a rightful assumption to make. Which brings up a rather fun conversation, because I get to tell them that Lucario is one of my least favorite characters to play in Smash Bros.
Yeah, I wanted to have like a big combo where it all like went back and forth, and it took a bit of awkward timing. This was by far the easiest one because it was just a down smash. Cuts to Ganondorf here, where I had to like throw a pitfall down and then jump at the same time. Yoink. Slams it down. And then, yeah, believe it or not, having to get Kamikaze. Because I had to, like, up tilt and then slap it down. I had to, like, up tilt and then, like, pull up the menu. And it took a lot of options. And I had to get 2 different shots because one of these is kind of the far out shot. And then I wanted a close-up with, like, the reaction. You know, of higher quality. Because, oh, shit! And then I made a brand new stage in, like, the stage builder, where there's, like, absolutely nothing except for, like, some really tiny platforms on the very bottom corner. and I played its Ness against the CPU Lucario. I could not see myself at all, and this was like the best. I was like, I have to get something working. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that opener. I would have made it so these guys like actually moved a little bit, but the footage got fucked up, and I was not gonna redo it, so I just kind of left it as is. So yeah, there's Lucario. And here's another bullshit. I made a few tier lists for this because this was fun. Because I like going over like what characters I like to play and which ones I
All the
don't
way at
really
the
give a shot.
bottom with these bozos.
Like, look at this, man. Number 1 Lucario guy here doesn't like playing him at all, alongside Mega Man, Min Min, Pac-Man, Greninja. Like, come on, dude. Like, I am enjoying this guy less than I enjoy fucking Bowser Jr., Ice Climbers. Who else we got on this list here? Rob, the Belmonts, fucking Dr. Mario, Olimar. Like, this shit was stupid. It's not even like the bottom. Yeah, we got like Squirrel and Ivysaur here. Like, there's a lot of goobers I do not fuck with in this game. Yeah, here's just a bunch of
Characters that fit a lot firmer with that sort of design. Maybe some small combo games here and there, but they all have a few really big, fun moves that I just like to fuck around with.
yay, explosions. And we have the big 3. Also with these ones, this is where I went into a level. I went into the Wii Fit stage. I did like my taunt or whatever I wanted to do, and then I took a picture when I angled it right, and then just photoshopped the stuff out. Luca, Volts, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Great to see you about. We're going over the videos of the year, talking about Contradiction, which is where I talk about my mains, and we're talking about Smash Bros. Because we got riddles.
The character I first locked onto.
It was very awkward recording. I didn't know what I wanted to do because the
Covering.
camera is so fucking awkward to fuck with in recording.
Hilarious command grab, and a move that shows my exact pain in not enjoying Lucario in this game. You can
So yeah, that shit doesn't work well at all, so I just kind of give up and do other stuff. And here's me just relishing over the good old days.
insane choices of my
I don't know what I'm fucking doing here.
entire life. But
This is for Bleak real quick. Yeah, Bleak popped in earlier. He popped in earlier, said hello. Said hello back to him. Great to have him.
eventually, the shiny new toys came out.
Oh, someone did birthday? Yeah, someone did birthday already. So yeah, and then I just gave up and decided, yeah, I'm just gonna do wide shots. Yeah, I mentioned it, don't worry. And then I was like, yeah, I'm doing strategic stuff, and then we're just
Along
gonna
with
do
this,
spam
Hero
button.
is one of the dumbest characters in the game with the most enjoyable buttons.
Just pushing as many fucking buttons as I can, it's great. And we got Ganon, Great King of Evil, love this man.
Grass for weeks, and Ganondorf actually became a competitive main for myself in a small period I actually focused on it. Having
Like,
a very
old clips.
based game plan fit very well
Just
with my
calling
play
the fuck
style,
out of
and it
everybody.
was rather fun to beat unsuspecting foes with. Unsuspecting because, well, the other thing Ganondorf is iconic for is being one of the worst.
I wanted to have it like where he fell down into like a black void, but there is not a goddamn good green screen in this game for what I was trying to do, so that shit didn't happen. Can't believe I hate Lucario. I know, it
characters
sucks.
Nonetheless, these three were and still are my main goobers out of Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, so this is Ganon taunt, Ridley taunt, and then we got Hero using like this should be side special. I believe it's side or it's I think yeah, it's like a side special. And yeah, here's
Ever. Nonetheless,
Big reveal.
these three were and still are my main goobers out of Smash Ultimate. And the funniest part about all of it, I didn't give a shit about any of these characters before I played them. When I started playing Ridley, I hadn't even played a Metroid game, let alone had
This is true. My first Metroid game was Super Metroid, which I played in like I don't remember what year it was. It might have been like 23. It was a stream game, but it was several years before I even played a Metroid game.
shown any interest in playing Samus in previous Smash iterations. When Hero was revealed, I genuinely had no clue who he was, nor was
Yeah, this was the same trailer where Banjo got revealed, which was probably one of the better Smash Directs, where it's like, hey, we got something for the Western audience and something for the Eastern audience. It's pretty cool. We got Hero and we got Banjo. And it's really funny that both of these characters came out, and all the Western people were like, oh my god, who's this fucking sword anime character? Oh my god. And then nobody touched Banjo because everybody fucking hated him.
like familiar with Dragon
And then this
Quest
guy's like
in
the coolest one in the
slightest.
game. Yeah, I had not played a Dragon Quest until 11, which I played a little bit after this guy came about, because I was curious. And then, yeah, the only Zelda I played at this time was Wind Waker, which debatably has one of the coolest iterations of Ganondorf. But, again,
Well, it's easily one of the coolest iterations of the character. I hardly even cared enough about the franchise to really think about that at the time. It's really interesting to think about how some characters, despite hardly caring for them design-wise, became some of my favorites to play.
again, I'm playing against a
Interesting to
friend.
think
I don't
about
know
how
why
some
I'm getting
characters,
away with this
despite
bullshit.
Hardly caring for
Like,
them design-wise.
Runs up, charging forward smash, charging forward smash, standing still. Okay.
Favorites to play in the game.
I don't know how to didn't kill alone
You know,
either.
This reminds me of
And then we got Rivals of Aether
another
transition
platform
here.
fighter I've been playing forever.
Yeah, these were just clips I had already used for the video, and then I slapped it together and beat with the full Steam Vengeance. Is my friend bad? I'm only mostly kidding. No, he kicked my ass every single time we played. He played King K. Rool, and the amount of times I got down throw up smashed, it's given me a primal fear.
Rivals of Aether. God, I wish. Oh,
This is stupid.
enter
Enter Rivals of Aether.
Rivals of Aether. God,
God, I wish.
I wish. Another platform.
The furry is speaking out. Then there's my good buddy Bork. Shouts to Bork for beating my ass in Rivals all the time.
Olympia.
Whoa!
The most notable part of Olympia is, of course, that she's ugly as shit.
I had somebody in the comments go, how could you say that about my girl? And I'm like, I'm sorry, but compared to the other characters, she's boring. Look at this. We have a monkey with a fucking towel. We have this fucking rebel moth. And then we got the mouse singer. Like, this is just Ryu. I'm sorry. I love my girl. I think she's neat. But this is also just kind of a straightforward design. Called her waifu trash. How could you? It's okay. No, that's Makoto. That is true. This is definitely Makoto.
Having a character.
Yeah, so like again, this is character that has like a bunch of like little gas clones that can pop out and you can fuck around with. This guy's got explosions everywhere. This one has like bodyguards and everything. This character punches. That's it. But I had a lot of fun. I talked about that. It was like, hey, there's a lot of fun buttons to push.
Armor and even some dash properties. A forward smash that sends you to another continent and is just about as large as one.
Look.
Other
Look at this. Look at this. I'm over here. There's like 2 whole crags between us. And there isn't even like an extension going on here. I love this move. I fucking loved Rivals 1. It's Olympia. I think she changed into... I don't enjoy her as much as I do in 1. She definitely plays a little different. She doesn't have as many, like... Her forward smash... Her smash attacks are not as bullshit as they were in Rivals 1. And again, that's because there's this one, and then...
some dash properties.
Where's the other one?
Stage.
This is the down smash. Like... This is egregious. I'm sorry. Let me just cover half the stage real quick. Fuck you.
A punch.
Yeah, the punch is a lot of fun, because there's a lot of bullshit with it. I had a weird bug going on in my game, where they nerfed the down smash. They changed it. It's no longer the big, like, floor covering thing, but it's just kind of like a double hit, come near, shoot you out kind of move. So it's not like a half the stage cover. It's still a pretty good move. Like, it's quick and it's sends at a good angle. But it's not the option coverage that I'm usually going for. I also had a weird glitch when I was playing Rivals. Whenever I would shoot a crystal, it would shoot out like 2 at the same time. So I don't know what
Usually
happened.
me. But alas, I just hadn't quite found a character who...
And yeah, here's my Rivals 2 or Rivals 1 character list. I love Olympia. I'm down to play these 4. These characters are the... I'll play them every once in a blue fucking moon, and then I don't ever touch these 3. And this is still relatively up to date in Rivals 2. I do not touch these 2. I might dip in a little bit to some. Crag can probably go up 1, and Clarion can go down 1. Yeah, Dash Punch is a ledge grab, and the... so yeah, Dash Punch is like the ledge special, and you can also charge it to like go really far. And then the special Get Up is actually the original down smash now. So they still have the moves, but it's like I'm not gonna go in the tumble just to use my former down smash.
Instantly fell in love with the Molten Emperor, Loxodonte.
Yeah, I did this thing where the music where I started with the upbeat theme of Full Steam Vengeance, which was the Jules Vale theme in Rivals 1, and then I did the kind of on the low Merchant Port theme. And in this game, this one's a little more upbeat, and this is where I start with it. And then I do the Jules Vale theme for the later half. That's the kind of vibes. And yeah, here's Loxodonte. This is the same match. This is me. That's my buddy Boric again. I love this song also.
Loxodonte.
Love this man.
Something stupid because I really needed them brought down to my level. A big heavyweight with some very strong moves. And I mean like strong moves that make me feel like I've been hit by an elephant. It's got enough dumb stuff to make it work, but
I have a lot of moments where I just charge a forward smash with like full lava and I just kill somebody at like 30, but I could not find any of my replays.
by an elephant. Side special
And here's me going over the moves, and I love this sequence.
personality to my own playstyle.
Because I was trying to get like one clip with like all of the specials. And I only got some of them, and some of them were harder than others. So I got side special.
command grab, which can send directly downwards or be used for
That's just me being a little
a
shithead.
down special that guy
I was fishing for down special combos
can use
so
for
much.
offense or recovery.
And I was like, fucking
A
finally.
meatball that I could basically do whatever the hell I wanted to.
And I have... Boric hates me because I will use up special at disadvantage to, like, land, and it works, like, a good 70% of the time. So I was, like, looking through the clips to see one where it worked, and I couldn't really find one, and I was like, no, this works better, actually.
Of course, an up special that lets me tap into my absolute worst self. But
Just... I was debating on zooming in, but I was like, nah, the loud noise is enough.
most
And here's the most important part about the character.
importantly, he has a trait that none of the other cast members have really had. The developers fucking hate him.
I genuinely went through all of the patch notes from this point and onwards. And the only other time I saw Loxodonte was... And I'll
Somehow
just
this guy
talk
gets
to you.
either
Look at
nerfed
this.
or nothing after every single patch, and the moment me and my friend actually figure out something new and cool with him, it's instantly taken
Yeah, again.
away
So...
the following patch.
Come on. Yeah, so yeah, this is the May of 25. And this video came out in September. This is the I Just Survived, but yes, I agree with it. Sudden cuts are always peak comedy. It's so good. Hello, Dibby. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you about. How you doing, man? Great to have you. It's Dibby! Yeah! Yeah, I'm talking about how they fucking hate Loxodonte, because again, this is May of 25, and this video came out in September, so that was what, May, June, July, August, like 5 months, and this is the only patch change we had, and this was a nerf. where me and my buddy Bork were like, oh shit, wait, neutral special is actually a pretty decent kill move. I'm like, oh yeah, it is. So yeah, we got neutral special, knockback is down, hit stun is down, sweet spot is down, landing lag is up. Okay, what the fuck? And the only buff he had received between then was literally something so his character's like grab would work against Absa. That was it. Oh, but Luca, they added they actually had a new patch where they had a dedicated Loxodonte change. And it was just all nerfs. They just nerfed him as much as they could. He has no hitboxes anymore. Okay. Fuck me, man. So yeah, this is why this is my soul main, because
Now, again, I'm not too into the competitive scene, so I'm sure this elephant is absolutely dominating the competitive scene. And
dude, like, what's the beef? Is this just like Dan Fernacey being Dan Fernacey? Do they genuinely think Loxodonte is like a powerful character? Like, again, I don't pop into the competitive scene. I don't know shit about it. But every time I do tip my toes in, I do not see people complaining about Lox. I see people complaining about these fuckers.
certainly no other character has any chance whatsoever.
Yeah, so that's why he's a soul main for me, is because I like the vibes.
Enough gameplay to win me over, but even more so in design, I really enjoyed seeing someone who...
He looks cool. What can I say? Just delete the character, yeah. I had a good Christmas too. It was an on the low one, which I think a lot of people had that, but it was still cool. Choose his name and make it so he don't. Pretty much.
Felt like an actual heavyweight was...
I like it when you use him. I like it when I use him too. Unfortunately, developers don't. So, yeah, just some fun bullshit.
a character and be willing to learn them, especially if you're hyping yourself up to play them in the first place. Hey, this sounds like the perfect time to segue into a game I was...
Wow, look at this hype
intrigued to pick
gameplay.
up, which of course was an equally technical game.
I love transitioning from Rivals of Aether 2, the Super Smash Bros. Melee kinda inspired game, to Hyrule fucking Warriors. Yeah! Two funny games in Lucario where I hate him. Yeah, I don't even play Brawl, but I don't like him in there either. I don't really play Brawl, so I wouldn't really know. I didn't like him in Smash 4. I mean, I played him originally in Smash 4 because like it was my first Smash Bros. Game, and I was like a little baby boy. Having a conversation with a guy that has ADHD, be like, exactly. I didn't really have like a cinematic thing for this, so it was just kind of supers and shit.
As some of you may know, one of my all-time favorite games is Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. I was in the know of another version of Hyrule Warriors, the one that came before, and with how much I loved Age of Calamity...
Look at like Hyrule Warriors? What? I know, I can't believe it.
My grubby...
I do want to address, I mentioned Hyrule Warriors in every single one of the big videos. In the first one, it was like Age of Calamity was a specific topic. The second one was literally just Age of Calamity. Third one is Age of Calamity and then Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. And then the final video, there's like a brief mention of it.
Pulls onto this game. And after playing this game for about a month and a half at this point, I think I like it.
I have 350 hours in this game. I have 100% of it. Not like 100% of it, but I got like all the medals, which means I have to like A rank every single fucking adventure board. How many adventure board levels are there in Hyrule Warriors? Each map consists of a 16 by 8 grid for up to a total of 128 unique sections per map. It wasn't always 128, but like there was easily like 1,000 or so like individual levels I had to A rank. Lucario main Smash 4 or combined with Hypercent. Oh no, absolutely. That's kind of why I played Charizard in Smash 4, because Rage was so goddamn strong in that game. And Charizard was just kind of really good at, you know, taking stocks instantly, and I like that, man. Oh, I accidentally closed it. Cool.
Since my...
Boom. Yeah, so yeah, I have 350 hours in this game. Sorry, guys. And here's the other list. This is
Now,
damn,
like
this is a
comes with an
small
incredibly
one.
diverse.
I did not have a full pan out for this one, huh? Yeah, these are... Alright, so I guess kind of reiterate. Top list here are the... I like these characters. I'm happy to play them. They're a lot of fun. This bottom list... Or did I definitely had a zoomed out one earlier, right? Surely. There you go. I do have it. Okay, yeah. These are like the main 5 that I fucking love playing above all else. These are the ones that I want to raise your level a little bit, because I do enjoy playing with you. You're not super crazy, but I have a lot of fun. These are characters that are like, I mean, I'll play them. I know what I'm doing. I just don't want to. And then here's this where, like, I don't. Like, the only one that could probably get scooted out of this list is Zant. But I use, like, one combo, and it's just, like, I don't care anymore, man.
Game, there's still a game made on
And I was like...
who your main characters will be. Going in
I was like, this is how I got to start
the
it.
game, I had zero idea who I was going to play. Most of the characters were very likely to be different from the ones I was familiar with, so I really needed one to pop out at me before I started giving them all a shot. Oh my god, she has a giant sword.
This was literally my reaction when I first played the game. Like, bar for none. Like, Impa walks out, screen transitions, she has this giant fuck-ass sword, and I was like, oh my god, it's already peak. It's already peak. Who's the guy next to Zan? Yeah, so we got... Yeah, this is Tingle. No. This is Wizrow. There's a couple of characters that are, like, kind of inspired off of Zelda bosses, which is funny because there's, like, kind of 2 of them. One of them is Wizrow, who's at the very bottom of the list. And one of them is Volga, who's at the very top of the list. The rest of them are just regular-ass Zelda goobers. Except for Lana, Sia, who are original OCs. We got Linkle, who's also original OC. And yeah, pretty much that. Yeah, so this was literally my reaction was, oh, Impa has a giant fucking sword. Peak. Yeah, this is where I'm talking about the weak point gauge, how it's different in this game. And I was like, yeah, so, this is what happens when I have, like, something I can set up as, like, an AoE. It's this explosion. Yeah, Ganondorf's design is really good in this game. The actual beast Ganon design goes so hard, too. Loves Giant Swords, hasn't played Final Fantasy VII. I'll get there eventually. It's on my wish list. Kablamo. That isn't even, like, my favorite, like, weak point gauge thing in this video.
Definitive Edition does play... is a lot.
Explosions equal funny, 100%.
Ride roster.
I speak like fucking Scooby-Doo here.
Ride roster. Intensive combos. And with such a ride roster...
Why do I say ride roster and just let it slide, man? Come on. Yeah, here's me talking about every character. Lana's fun.
Being the bubbly blue-haired girl she was.
Oh man, Luca likes girls with blue hair. How could that happen?
Became one of my favorites with all her crazy.
This is something I kind of figured out on my own later on, because her. Have you heard me talk? That's fair. Do I want a Scooby Sack? No. Because her, like, regular X, her regular strong attack is, like, a little flip that you're supposed to use to, like, go onto the little pillars.
My favorites with all her...
And then when you hit the pillars, it'll explode. But I was like, wait, no, I could just cancel that and just do movement.
Medley was...
Medley was fun.
It's one of my favorite Wind Waker characters, so when I finally got to play
because I was like,
her,
oh,
she
juggling,
had
cool.
Unbelievable juggling.
Confirm my voice sucks. No, shut up. My problem with Medley is that she's actually too good, because I got to the point where, like, I had lots of upgrades and the weak point gauges would break pretty damn easily. Because when I first got the character, like, it would actually take a little bit to break the weak point gauges, so this combo was actually worth it. But I had gotten to the point where the gauge would break so fast it would break on, like, the initial carry up, and I would juggle for so long that I would not be able to do, like, the weak point gauge break. Like, I would not be able to do the special attack.
Agatha was a...
Dib, your voice is great now. Shut up. Okay. Alright, guys. Come on. Come on. Stop ganging up on me. You guys are very handsome. When I first started playing the game, because, you know, my good buddy Bemmels was the one who really introduced me to it. He was constantly high and low about, yeah, there's this character called Agatha. I don't fucking understand her at all. And they had to do a bunch of, like, nerfing submission requirements in, like, Definitive Edition, just because this character was so rough. And I'm like, oh, jeez. And I'm playing this character, and I'm
that
like,
was hyped up for me by being told
this character's easy as fuck. What are you talking
she
about?
was a terrible dog shit character and nobody liked her. Having played her, she's one of my favorites.
Like, all I have to do, like, this is one of the simple characters for me. Like, I'm doing Y and then X.
And I honestly think everyone else just needs to learn how to press 2 buttons.
And it's so effective, and it just shreds through the weak point gauges. It's crazy. What was the point of your stream? I can't gang up on you?
Finally,
Don't worry about it.
Volga was a character.
And then here's my beloved. I was like hyping myself up to play this character so much. I was so eager to play him. I thought he was so fucking cool, and he is so fucking cool. And I was really happy with how he turned out.
Very first
The bug girl. Yeah, I know
a
what you mean.
draconic armored, massive spear wielding,
Yeah, Agatha's great.
hunk of a
I
character.
love her.
Was one I was desperate to play. And after playing all these technical tight characters,
I love this guy, and this is the fucking reason.
it was pretty refreshing.
He can kind of already do that with regular stuff, but yeah, it's just Y and X. I think with Agatha, it's actually like... No, it is still like a YX, it's just a bit slower. But this guy is literally just mash it as hard as you fucking can. I think this character's probably one of the best in the game, if not, because he does everything I'd want him to do.
The roster was not all fun and games, sadly. There were several characters that I was rather interested in
I
playing.
love the crashing, it's so funny. I was like, I gotta do the repeat bullshit.
Or throughout the game, really enjoyed their design and animations, but just
Yeah, we got Minna,
adore
who...
how Minna is depicted in this game as someone that was charming and
I fucking love this animation and so many other ones she has. And with how there aren't really a lot of like actual voice lines in this game and it's mostly just gibberish, I love the Midna gibberish. Because like she actually like, you know, she actually kind of talks even though it's like not in a language you really understand.
smug animations in
Like,
the game.
oh god, it's
Unfortunately,
clean.
she's also
And she's boring as shit and she contradicts the entire gameplay. So how she works? She has a lot of command grabs. Let's watch the command grab work.
probably contradicts
No. It
the
doesn't.
game design.
It doesn't connect
most of
half the
this game,
time.
so fuck me, I guess. Zant, despite being in his batshit insane form the entire time, is a character I've reluctantly learned how to play, but I'm going to be honest, I really don't want to.
Oh yeah, no,
On
Mid
the
is Gibberish
other
is
end of the
great.
spectrum, we had characters I didn't even care.
Yeah, we have Rudo, who I just kind of felt mid on her design. I didn't really give a shit, but I enjoyed her in this game.
Exactly the most compelling design out of the roster for.
Because, like, there's a character all the way over here. This character could be, like, over here.
But she gets to attack
And it would still connect.
essentially
It's
the
so
entire
funny.
map whenever she wants, so I have a lot of fun with her. Young Link was
And I played Young Link, like, initially, and I was like, this character feels slow and sluggish, and I don't like him. And then eventually I slowly warmed up
also
to
a
him,
weird
and then
case
I
where
realized,
really
oh,
enjoyed playing
wait,
him off the bat and was really the least appealing. Out of
This
the
guy's
characters to
broken.
play as. But once I figured out his gimmick, he became even more of a button pusher than Volga. Sometimes. I guess the point I'm
This guy was fun. Young Link's really good also. He got loops. And I go, wow, make sure you try new things, everybody. Isn't that amazing? And I really like the closer here.
The character again and go back to pushing the same 2 buttons you enjoy. But, at absolute best, you'll find yourself with a character to love and cherish forever.
I really like that closer. That's probably one of my favorite closers out of the videos, because the tower music goes so hard for it. And we got final video of the year, Agony, and I'm still in my Hyrule Warriors phase. And I guess I'm probably not still. I'm probably like lightly playing the game at this point, honestly.
Earlier this year, I made a video discussing what made my favorite games my favorite games. All 4 of these games have something in common, and it was the concept of breaking them, which really just...
Ooh, I like video games, whoa.
While this is a major reason I love all of these games, and several other games higher up on my list, there are some games that I enjoy for almost an opposing reason. Some of these games fitting quite well into this other category.
Yeah, so all of these games I pop in are the ones that fit in the kind of Agony games I talk about. Mario and Luigi Dream Team, I got hard mode, which just kicked my ass. Age of Calamity because I do fucking Apocalypse. Riles of Aether 2 because I'm dog shit at that game. And Hollow Knight because, oh good fucking lord. I guess you could probably make an argument for, like, potentially Minecraft or Balloons or something, but this is kind of how I played those games.
This category of games I absolutely love are the type of games that absolutely despise me.
I had this shit, like, in my head from the get-go before I even started, like, recording and editing this video. I was like, this is the transition I want to do. This is, Silk Song. This is, like, a Steel Soul Run ending that I, like, deliberately threw. It was already, like, a file that was ruined, so I just opened it up again and, like, properly died in it. This is me popping into a Minecraft hardcore world, running to a desert temple, and immediately killing myself. This is just a loose screen for Rivals. Souls like streamer when? I don't know. This is just cut from like one of my latest Age of Calamity VODs. And then this is just an old clip from Mario Rabbids where I accidentally throw a Goomba onto an ice thing and just quit the level.
So, what the hell do I mean by this?
I was like, I gotta use that final level theme for this. This shit goes hard. Whoa, Hollow Knight. Whoa, look at that. It's crazy. I still need to get Steel Soul in Silk Song. I like this bit.
You're doing an Apocalypse difficulty playthrough. And in summary of how that run kind of works.
All the health is gone.
Ow.
This was also a last minute change. I was like, I gotta have a little tidbit of like, yeah, I'm just used to
this. This hasn't even been the
this.
first time I've done one of those runs as well.
All right, get your get your future thumbnail here.
Not at all.
This was also funny. I dropped into a random world and
Just
just
known to humanity, but instead something you kind of have to
just blew everything up.
work towards.
Luca fraud, no. I wanted to do more items, but I couldn't really figure out which items to go for. So I just kind of said no.
I love the games that hate me.
I was kind of torn on what I wanted to use for the opener. I was debating on bioengineering, which is this theme. And I was also debating on doing deep energy, which I'll point out later. Rainworld's fucking awesome.
If I had one word to describe Rainworld, it would be IDK.
Yeah, that's basically how I can sum it up.
Okay, in all seriousness, this game is absolutely insane for several reasons, and will certainly get its own video in time. It's one of those games that when anyone asks an avid fan...
So, Bork is not a very big Pokemon guy, but he does like Quagsire a lot. So we've just kind of just settled on, whenever we're referring to Pokemon and Borg, we're talking about Quagsire. So I had Quagsire in here initially because this was a representation of Bork. And I slapped on the flat cap on last minute because Bork likes to wear those. So I was like, yeah, it'll be funny.
And about why they should play the game, it's met with just
This is that's actual proper text that I like properly typed out, and it was just a bitch to get working.
just gotta. But we'll get to the hype moments in order.
And the game's fun. Oh, look,
Little
little
Goober has a
Slugcat.
grand, wonderful world to explore in search
This is deep energy.
of your family. However, this world has a rather firm ecosystem.
And then we got Chimney Canopy. Hey chat, do you see what the issue is? Do you know what's wrong? Fuck you. Fuck me.
Those who have played Rainworld have experienced a rather hard
Chew toy coated, really. Yeah, Deep Energy was only in there for a little bit, I guess. I didn't realize I had a lot of shots in the Rainworld section where my mouse was still on
the animals
screen,
that
and I guess I missed
roam the
one.
world. Even the start.
But like, there's like a bunch of shots, especially here, where like my mouse is probably in like a bottom corner or something, and I had to like block it out.
Starting area can be rather rough. The first animals we come across are the lizards, usually the green lizard.
And this is White Lizard. This seems pretty nice.
Once it gets near,
Ah, shit, we're fucked. Yeah, and oh yeah, for this one, I didn't actually have a death screen that like took long enough, because normally the death screen will like show the thing going down.
maximum of 5. Yippee! However, if you
So I actually just had to have like the image of the death screen, and then I had to have like the karma going up, and I just reversed
your
it.
karma goes down, and if your karma is too low, right, your
I had a lot of moments where I was able to like kind of go back to Chimney Canopy incident because that shit worked really well. Yeah. There's Bork laughing at me. Hi, Minicario.
isn't
Wow.
quite what I was getting at the opening. I'm not just talking.
And this was a fun like scripting transition here because I was like, hey, I'm talking about this giant video here where the games hate me and I suffer no matter what. And I'm talking about Rainworld and getting to like a high point where it's like, yeah, I just gotta learn the game a little bit, and eventually things will work out a little bit better. It'll still be rough, but you know, you can pretty much get through the game if you know what you're doing at this point. And I'm like, actually, that's not what I'm trying to talk about with this
Yep,
video.
challenge
So you know what video we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about fucking Mario Party.
Actually.
I was like, I don't know which logo I want to use for this, so I was like, I'm gonna use all of them.
Now, unlike just about all the games I spent this year talking about, I really don't think Mario Party is going to need as big of an introduction. Most of you have likely already.
Woo, Mario Party, yeah. And this was just a lot of these I mean, pretty much all the clips here are just reused from the supercut, and a lot of the other clips are also just kind of taken from. This is definitely the most like I'm just slapping in shit from previous videos as the raw footage, and somehow this got the most views. So maybe I'll do that more.
Game, party game, Mario game for
It's fucking insane individual.
fun with friends and family. If you're not familiar with it,
Yeah, I like Mario Party. And this was also, I got to go, like, back and... God. I got to go back to, like, some real old footage. Like, this is one of my earlier videos. This is, like, the first Twitch highlights thing I ever did.
series over Mario Party 3 story mode, where many of my sudden interactions throw my plans into the dumpster.
Don't you dare. You're joking! What?
Beautiful. That shit is from like 21, man. Yeah, that shit is September 2nd, 2021. First fucking level, man. That shit was crazy. I love play Mario Party. Yeah, no, that would be funny.
Let's fight. We're not in a bad position. Oh, he's gonna get. Oh, all right.
And this
This
pissed
either
me off
sets
so
the
much.
game
I
for-
lost this
this either
game, by
sets
the way.
Point Star or it ruins it.
I was like, bruh. Then I had the shortcut.
Before.
Yeah, that's half. That's right. Oh god. I really should have, but like it just wasn't going to end well either way.
Oh yeah, 99 coins. Yep, that happens sometimes in 3.
And we land on the Bowser. And who fucking who gives a shit?
I love crashing out in Mario Party 9, man. Oh my god. That shit was so fun. And yeah, then I'm talking about like, oh yeah, well, I mean, this game's actually still fun for the whole family. Everybody can have fun, and there's really not any stakes in place. I also was struggling on this next transition here. Where it has some good mini games, has some great mini games. That it does.
The question: what horrors happen when we combine
This is the dumbest idea ever. Like, I'm gonna put Rain World and Mario Party
these two
together.
games together?
I wanted to make like a fuse kind of transition, and I had no idea how to really go about it. Maybe for you, there's no stakes in Mario Party. Okay, outside of Pride, there's literally no stakes. Bro's cooking, thank you. Like, outside of, like, the actual pride of winning, there are no stakes. Like, I'm talking about, like, in-game rewards here. Like, do you have a lifelong suffering if you lose in Mario Party? No, you're like, damn, that sucked. Oh well. Let's go play Street Fighter 6 and get my ass beat for 3 hours. I was doing recording, and I had Rain World open for a little bit, which, you know, is already a game that's kind of known for suffering in Roman Group. And then I opened Splunky 2, and I had Boric DM me, and he was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine. I'm just recording footage."
Started as one of the more iconic indie games.
Did basically have lifelong suffering next to Mario Party? Yeah. I wanted to get more people from this. I wanted to DM like a shit ton of people, but I just settled with these two. Just Tervin, like, I'm gonna just yell at
In all
you.
honesty, that
Who are you? Boric wanted to do like a bit where it looked like he left me on red for like a week. Which I couldn't really do. It kind of worked out in the long run, but it also still worked out. It was still funny. I like this little music drop too.
went better than I expected. As a brief run through,
Ah, I love Volcano. Woo, Splunky 2. Yeah, so I'm talking about like,
in fact, let me just show you how easy it is. We'll start the first level, and we have already made a mistake.
It's like, I want to do some bullshit where I'm just immediately getting my shit handed to Esmo when I start the level. So I'm glad I got to do that. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth here. I had to like farm
Take
for a lot of these
several
clips.
your items and make them
If I was actually like genuinely playing the game, I would have been booking it, and I would have also just been in, like over in this area in the first place.
explode instantly. With such in mind, you either prepare yourself with non-explosive items or possibly just avoid them. That's where our real problem begins. Although you can absolutely learn every single pixel instance of the game, there are still many instances where you are pretty much helpless. These horned lizards, sometimes they'll launch at
Dog.
a weird angle.
And I got to just grab stuff from all the old
And the
Splunk
massive
videos.
stun time can cause
Like, come on,
damage
man.
to really pile up.
Like, how is I going to be ready for that angle?
How? What do you mean he bumps like that? What are you talking?
Honestly impressed I did not die.
Why did he do that?
Those lava enemies, one can drop on you from
It doesn't, I don't really point it out in the clip, but literally before this clip, somebody's talking about how, like, yeah, Splunky 2 can kind of be rough because you can just kind of die out of nowhere.
the other vertical side of the map, surprising anyone focusing on another section of lava.
Terrible idea, because now I don't have a way to... Thank you, game.
Spark traps. Yeah, I was
You just get Mario Karted? Oh, absolutely. And
also
it's
only
like,
applying.
and that's kind of what I talk about in this video, is that, like, there's, like, actual, like, progress stakes in here. Compared to, like, you know, the fun, like, not that Mario Kart, like, you know, your efforts are for nothing and you're just doing this for fun. Like, you can absolutely be trying your damnedest and get fucked in the ass, but this is a game where you're, like, always trying your hardest
There
and
was
you get
just
fucked in the ass.
One trap, and in Neo Babylon, there is never just one spark trap.
How many? What is this?
There's so many.
However, it takes time needed. If someone is trying to get through the game quickly, or
Are we still gaming? We're going through the videos now. Hi, Bleak. Welcome in. Bleak, is the gaming still gaming? I'm just about finished with the last video, but we'll be hanging out a little longer still. Hi, Bleak. Happy birthday. Happy Bleak Day.
Even then, there are moments that are entirely unavoidable.
This is the opener to one of my videos. One of my fucking Splunk videos. Yo, birthday! Oh my gosh, it's a birthday for Bleak. It's Bleak's birthday. Wow! All right. Yeah, so I know what's going here. I know that I've lost this game the moment I die here. Because we got the Ankh here, which is like a second life. And how the Ankh works is that whenever it activates, you get sent back to like the start spot. And then you get to go again.
Go high.
So I'm dead. But I also know that I have an extra life. But I also know that it's already over.
Oh, so I'm just dead. All right, cool.
That was me spawning at the entrance where the jellyfish already was, and that is instant death. Rest in peace, Twiggle. I was debating on doing like an RIP thing. I was like, I don't know if I should. And then I finally got to use something that I wanted to use forever.
there are many other creators out there who have had it far, far worse than I have. Some quitting the game outright.
This is Poison Type, who was one of the people that kind of helped me kickstart my channel, because this is where I started doing Twitch highlight stuff. And he had like Monday night viewer co-op for Splunky, and I got in it a couple times and then did some recording, and it was fun. I don't really watch his streams now, and you know, he also doesn't play Splunky that much. But we're still chill.
Well, sometimes people ask me, Poison, why'd you stop streaming Spelunky 2 full time? You know, I boot the game up and...
I don't remember how long ago he said this, but this was like months ago. And I was like, I'm saving this screenshot and I will use that at some point. And I finally got to.
Play the daily, and so often I'm reminded why I stopped playing this game in the first place.
Yeah, he soft-locked, by the way, if you couldn't tell.
And yet, despite it all, it's still coveted as one of the largest.
Yeah, this was kind of my philosophy, where they got like upward and downward control. Which downward control was kind of where I was talking about in like the first video, where it's like, hey, I'm really fucking good at Age of Calamity, and I'm gonna show myself melting some weak point gauges. You know, because I'm just that good. It's like the speed run I did. Then we got Upward, which is like me trying to overcome a difficult challenge like the Apocalypse run I did. I could have probably worded this a little better, but I did like the kind of philosophy here. And yeah, here's me bitching about Silk Song.
Impossible feat. That's why I've been throwing myself at the brick wall attempting to beat Silk Song without dying once.
I have not gotten anywhere close since. I've done like 2 runs maybe, and I've gotten nowhere near. I didn't even gotten to like the later part of the game.
Because I believe in my ability.
And wow, I'm so good at video games.
Everything before them. Some might enjoy that powerless feeling.
We got the
The one-
sweet,
and
high,
all that strength
upbeat
they
kind of
have
vibes and
through these
music.
games.
Splat.
I myself will attempt both as much as I can.
Perfect way to end. Death. Genuine death there. That was like a run that I was like, oh, I'm actually doing pretty good here. This will be great raw footage. Oh, fuck, man. That was fun. Alright, let me go and look over real quick for... Alright, so I also have... Tier list. Wow. I kind of did this last year, where I can pin this actually. I think it's public. Pretty sure this thing is public, so I'll slap that in. I will pin this if anybody wants to go for it. Add the Bleak video to a Bleak tier. Sure. Anyways, yeah, I kind of did this last year, and I want to talk about just overall the videos, because I only talked about the big ones, not really the little ones. So this is... I loved this video so much. Oh my god. Hold on. I want to do more of this. Okay, video. Let's... Good idea, bad result. Hold on. Like the idea, bad results. I should not have made this video. LMAO. And we'll probably delete the D tier. Yeah, we'll go through the list. So this is Absurdity. This is the first video of the year. I was really happy with this. I don't know if I want to... I think I want to do more of this. I don't think this is like the pinnacle of my year, but I was really happy that this is how the year started. I had a lot of really high moments. I think some of my later videos had some better quality with it, but it was still good. We had the Mario Party 8 Supercut. There's got to be like a tier between us, actually. Hold on. Add a row below, please. Middle space. Fuck it, we ball but good. Yeah, this is the fuck it, we ball but good tier. This is kind of like, this is something I wanted to experiment with. And it did actually perform pretty well. Like, I got a decent bit of attention on these, and these were very helpful. I don't really have a lot of series. Like, I do have some series that I could supercut in, but a lot of them are also really old, and I don't feel like that would probably be for the best. I think if I were to do another, like, big YouTube series, I could probably do something like that with it. But nah. I was pretty happy with the Distraught one. This one worked out super well. I was real happy with how that all turned out. I don't know how much... I think this is probably something I'm going to try and focus on next year, because next year I want to do, like, big challenge runs on Twitch, where I'm going through, like, a very specific kind of run for a game I'm playing. And I think if I'm able to capture that kind of format in, like, a video like this, that'd be pretty cool. Pearlescent Pearl... this was kind of me doing Rain World, grab a couple pearls just for a little fuck it, Rain World Let's Play. I thought it was neat. They were alright videos. They didn't get a lot of attention. Let me scoop back here. Because, yeah, these got, like... these are like kind of the usual views I expect. These are some of my lower performing videos throughout the year. Which doesn't surprise me too much. So there's definitely like probably not going to be doing anything more like that. This is a Fuck It We Ball Good. This was kind of a video I threw out just for the sake of throwing a video out in July. But I had fun with it. It was a fun time, and I got to do more plush stuff. I had a small phase back in 23? 23, 24? Yeah, it was 23. Where I had a couple videos where because this is where I had a big gap. And I had a couple of videos where I was like, oh, I'm going to do some, like, plush intros. And I did that, and I thought it was cute. I'll look at that. Oh, what do we got here? Then we got some Deltarune stuff. This was another Fuck It We Ball But Good. This is me finally milking a video after, like, 3 years of it being on my channel. Because, again, most viewed video of all time here. Oh, it hit 400,000! Oh my gosh! We hit 400,000 views on Spam the Chabo Dialogue Deltarune Chapter 2! Which came out in my first year of YouTube! Wow! Crazy bullshit. So yeah, finally milking that, but I think it was a neat way to go about it. Who Was the Knight? This video was funny, because this was me just making bullshit up. Because this was just like a full-on satire thing, where I was like, I'm going to start off all serious with like, here's actual candidates for who the Roaring Knight is in Deltarune, because we don't know yet. But then I'm going to go off the absolute deep end and just make some bullshit up, and it was a lot of fun. It was silly. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it a lot. Contradiction. I was pretty happy with this one. I think this is definitely one of my higher up ones. I just had a lot of good vibes with this. I really like the outro. I like going from each of the games. I like being able to transition from the stuff. Going from one beat to the other, which I did really well in that Agony. I was really happy with it. I want to do more kind of stuff like that. Because I also just like talking about the main characters I play, because there's always a lot of interesting stuff that can come out of conversations like that. Then we have probably the one video that'll be in this tier. This is the Silksong opening cutscene, which came out. I uploaded it the day Silksong came out. This was my attempt at getting a bajillion fucking views, and it took forever for me to actually get the goddamn game, because, you know, Steam was getting fucked in the ass, and it took forever for me to actually like get that going. So yeah, I didn't really do too much with it. I don't really think I should have done this one. It doesn't even have like a thumbnail, but it's whatever. This is another kind of Fuck It We Ball. I wanted to do like kind of music stuff. Because I've seen a lot of... I love, like, having the ambient stuff, like, music in the background. I love listening to gaming music in the background for shit. So I was like, I'm going to do a bunch of these for Silksong. I'm going to do a bunch of these for Silksong. And I had a lot of fun. It was pretty straightforward to record them, honestly. And I probably could have done some different ones. I should have done, like, Bile Water for, like, quote, ambience. And some of them did okay. Some of them did not. But, you know, it's fine. But no, it was all right. I enjoyed it. I think this. Where did we get to? This is kind of a Fuck It We Ball, but good. I liked. This was a video where I did my Steel Soul opener, because you can talk about the thumbnail. No. What thumbnail? What thumbnail are we talking about? I love the goddamn joke there. Which joke? This one here, the Steel Soul one? Or the completely blank one? The video I'm talking about now? Yeah. I had fun editing this one in. Because I was like, I'm just going to point to as many as possible. Get a bunch of different arrows. I have this arrow pointing to this arrow, which points to the Steel Soul logo, which is great. But yeah, in the opener of Silksong, like the fucking needle that's Hornet uses, it like falls down right next to her. And like literally the first moment I played the game, I was like, I need to do an edit where that clips onto her. And I did that, and it had like a Steel Soul Run ending. And I thought that was funny. I wanted to do, this was like the first of the 2 Silksong videos I was getting out. I wanted to do another one where I did like a fake speed run, where it looked normal at first, and then as the speed run went on, it was like blatantly faked. Like I would get to the final boss, and it would go to Hollow Knight. Yeah, no, I like making the quote clickbait thumbnails, so it kind of worked out like that. This one actually performed pretty decently well, but I should not have made it because I did not bother. I was at like an absolute low motivation. Like I did not have any motivation. I went through like 2 different video ideas for like the second Silksong one, but then I just slapped in another Steel Soul thing, which was just like the end of the game instead. So I was not very happy getting that video out. I think it was done well either way. It got a lot of attention, but whatever. Agony goes to the top. I liked how this video kind of went about too. I thought it was paced pretty well. Had a lot of fun stuff going for it. And this is another like the idea of bad results. This was the worst of Luke of the Jackal. Because I'm like, I hadn't really done any like, you know, like just basic thumbnails. Good joke for me. I appreciate that. Yeah, I wanted to do, because like I hadn't done like any Twitch highlight stuff this year. Like the most Twitch highlight stuff I had done was this, and this was something from last year, you know, along with these 2. So I was like, what am I going to do with all this Twitch footage I have? So I made a best of compilation, which was just the worst of Luke of the Jackal, because I thought that was a funnier way to word it. Unfortunately, did not do well, and that made me sad, because I like this, but it's okay. And then the best of, I'm just going to do that regardless, so it realistically, it fits in this category, and it's going to be there forever. So yeah, this is kind of my phallic list, I guess, somehow. But I was really happy with this year. Like, there's only 2 videos I actually kind of regret making. The rest of them I was pretty happy with all around. Like, because of the copyright thing. Maybe, but like... It shouldn't affect the channel, and this is also like from the very end, but I don't know. It's weird. So then it gets copyright claim, YouTube auto-censored to the void. Yeah, sounds about right. But then again, my best of compilations usually never do well. Like, best of 24, 27 views. 23 had only 46 views. Best of 22 had 30. Best of 21 had 120, but that was also like the start of the year. And I had a lot of stuff to go with. Because this is an hour and a half of footage, and I also paced it kind of neat. This is 22, where it's only half an hour, another half hour. Yeah. But I was really happy with how this year turned. I finally got past the 700 threshold. It felt so good to get past that, because I had been stuck in the 650 purgatory for like a couple years. So being able to actually get to that point, super goddamn refreshing. I felt so happy about it. Yeah, no, this was a good year. I was really happy with how this year turned out. I still need to figure out plans for next year. I kind of know what I want to do for Twitch stuff. It's just got to get a little polishing in place. YouTube-wise, I would like to continue a similar format. But I don't know. I got a lot of shit that's going to happen next year. And I'd like to be able to focus on other aspects of life. But we'll kind of have to see. Oh, man. Good year. Yeah, absolutely good year. Alright, I think we're probably just gonna call it there. This is kind of what I wanted to do. But I'm glad I got to be able to talk about like the year and everything, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it as much as you did. I don't know looking forward to seeing what you cook up. Was a damn good time. That's the plan. I will tell you, Prime 3 is potentially on the Twitch list, but I will get back to you on that one. So yeah. We're going to call it here. We're going to take a break in January. I'm not going to be doing streams or YouTube stuff throughout that month. I'm going to try and relax and get some other shit done. What difficulty? You know what difficulty. You know what difficulty. But yeah, February, I'm planning on coming back for Twitch stuff. We're going to be doing a big Hollow Knight randomizer where I'm going to randomize as much as humanly fucking possible, and it's going to be hilarious. After that, who knows? YouTube-wise, I don't have any plans, but I am going to try and get some stuff figured out throughout the next month and so. Best Christmas this guy received. I am more than happy to hear that. But we could better Archipelago that. I don't think it's going to be an Archipelago, but we'll have to do one sometime. But either way, thank you guys so much for such an amazing 25. Streams were amazing. YouTube stuff went extraordinarily well, better than ever. Next year we're going to be cooking again, one way or another. Hopefully I'll be able to have more life stuff figured out at that point. I would like to do this more. Unfortunately, I have to, like, live a job in America, and that shit kind of taxes a bit. So, uh-oh. But either way, y'all take it easy. I will see all the viewers in February. But the rest of you, take it easy. I will see you guys all about. And have a fantastic New Year's. Happy holidays. I don't really have better outros, so I'm just going to mute the mic now. Goodbye!